your first year, you got to skin it and you got to take a bite out of the heart or you got to like drink the blood.
My dad joked about that to my sister and she just did it. She just took a bite out of the heart.
The things that separate the men from the boys.
Puberty.
Enjoying whiskey without a mixer.
That's good.
That's a good
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I think you have
Which is also very on brand, Mr. Shealy.
Yeah, I think you have.
Because whiskey season's right around the corner.
I feel like you hit a certain point in life where you're like, you know what? I don't need ice. I don't need like 7-Up. I don't need Coke, whatever. You're just like, let's just pour it in a glass.
Well, so here's what I believe about drinking whiskey neat. This is what I believe. You have to have a low point in your life where that is the only thing you turn to.
Yeah.
Emotionally, in a way, where it's just like you're in the dumps and it's just too much work to mix it with anything.
No, I would agree.
You're just to the point where you're just like, I just give me a glass, pour me a shot, and I'm just gonna sip on that, and I'm down bad. I feel like that's how you get into drinking whiskey neat, is you got to be in the dumps at some point.
I would 100% agree.
What else? What do you got, Tyler?
Being able to hook up a trailer correctly.
God damn it, Tyler.
It's number 1 on my list.
Did you say hooking up a trailer?
Hooking up a trailer correctly.
Okay, mine is backing up a trailer.
Hooking up a trailer is not one for me.
Cake.
Okay.
Would you concede that it's more about backing up a trailer?
I would say that that's another level of manliness, yes. But I know a lot of people that you can hook a trailer up and it's all sorts of up.
Being able to back up a trailer separates the men from the boys.
Yeah.
And without a backup camera too.
Yeah, you're just
Honestly,
you got the arm on the passenger seat.
Yep.
Doing the wheeling deal.
And then if you turn baback forward, everything is all sorts of up because you're like, oh well, am I going left or
Well, not if
right?
you're a man. You got that figured out.
That is very true.
My dad has worked concrete and many more for 40 years.
Yep.
I mean, that guy can whistle a trailer, and it's all I aspire to be.
He doesn't even need to straighten it out.
Yeah, how messed up is it? Not messed up. It's wild. It's only in the Midwest can one of the things that you try and make your dad proud about is backing up a trailer.
Yeah. I mean, think about the stress it takes off of his shoulders when you can do it yourself.
Like I had in high school, we had a really short trailer. He asked me to back up down this long driveway.
Oof.
And I was S's back, just left and right.
People don't realize the shorties are way harder.
But I needed to fail that time to be who I am today.
To be a man.
Overcorrection after overcorrection.
That was, I was a boy in that moment.
Yeah.
And the time that I was able to just whistle that back, I became a man. Here's something that separates the men from the boys. And it is what you call in sick for.
Okay.
So what I mean is you have to literally be vomiting to call in sick.
Okay.
Or you have to literally be able to not get out of bed to call in sick.
Yeah.
I actually never would have thought of it. That's a good one.
Like no head colds. You're coming in.
Yeah. If you got a stuffy nose, if you got a little bit of a cough,
Yep.
you got a little headache, whatever. I mean, some guys I've seen just come in with body aches when they should be in bed, you know?
Yep.
I think the manliness of never calling in sick unless you're like literally like puking out your mouth and out your ass.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, if I were to like text and be like, hey, I can't make it today, I'm not feeling good, I would think in your mind that you're like, yeah, he feels fine. He's not that sick right now. So I need to be like, I'll maybe even just come into the office and be like, yeah, I'm just not feeling good. And you can see me sick.
Yep.
Or I feel like some people are the opposite, where it's like if Tyler called in sick, I'd be like, he's pretty sick if he's not coming in because that guy is always run down and he's not calling in sick.
He's always
at all.
sick too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like once you have a kid, you're just always perpetually sick.
I would say what separates the men from the boys is gutting your own deer.
I would agree 100%.
Because there's a point in time where dad's gutting all the deer. His, yours, your mom's, whoever's in the hunting party, whatever. But you ain't touching that one for at least a couple years before you get into hunting.
So we go through a phase in our family. Once you gut your first one, you're gut for the next 10 years. Like dad shoots a deer, he's like, you got that.
Oh,
Grandpa
really?
shoots it, you got that for me.
I'm pretty sure it was in our family that my dad gutted our first deer for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone after that, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Even if he's standing there telling you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's how we've done it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think for the longest time I was so scared of hitting the sack.
Oh, yeah.
It was just, I mean,
it's almost like you got to do it once just
do.
to
Yes.
like not be worried about doing it.
Correct. I was gutting a deer 2 years ago. Stabbed myself in the hand with it, trying to cut the cape.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get lightheaded. My hand is
Yeah,
bleeding
I
all the
mean,
way down
if
my
you
arm.
never stabbed your own self while you're gutting a deer, I mean, you're Whoa, what are you used surgeon?
Yeah. I also had to drive 25 minutes back home with a bleed and just a gushing blood of a hand.
Jesus.
All I know is when I'm gutting a deer, I don't do well with the smells.
Yeah.
So
the
it's
smell.
a lot of heavy breathing. Just
Yeah. Or it's
a lot
like,
of mouth breathing out of this guy
Yeah.
when I'm gutting a deer.
or it's even like short breath, so you don't puke.
Yeah.
Especially if you gut shot it, if you like hit the stomach or something. Oof. That can
Well,
be-
so one year, I don't know, a few years ago, say quite literally 3 or 4 falls ago,
okay.
it was like really hot out.
Oh yeah.
It was like 70 degrees. And I remember getting the dressing gloves on. And like at the end, I was so sweaty underneath them. It was like my fingers were all pruned up. Like I was in a hot tub because
Yeah.
how much sweat was pooling in the gloves. It was so hot.
Yeah, your hands were dehydrated almost.
Yeah. It was.
You have to take the leap. I think that is a big determinant.
But I you know what I like about the fact that like just like gutting your own deer and doing it that way, like well, doing that you have to, but like you shoot the deer, right? And it's like you're not done with the
Yep.
job until you do that. Then it's like,
Yeah.
all right, let's go. Let's go back to the shack and start pounding beers.
Yeah, well, that's when you get hammered and then you skin the deer.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, and there's traditions of like, your first deer, you got to skin it and you got to take a bite out of the heart or you got to like drink the blood. Or,
Yeah.
we never had anything like that.
Well, my dad joked about that to my sister and she just did it.
Oh,
She just took a bite out of the heart.
you got another one, Tyler?
Yeah, I do. What I think separates the men from the boys is knowing what the current price of gas is.
I'm a boy. I'm a boy.
357.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's around 360 places.
I'm a boy. I'm a boy amongst men. Because my thought is like, I'm just still gonna buy it. I'm a convenience guy.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I like to know which gas stations have the cheapest, so then I'll purposely plan my route to go to
I
whichever
know. See,
one.
I don't do that.
No.
I don't do that.
'Cause
And I think that's like something that like I wish I was like that, but I just will never be that guy. It's whatever's gas station's closest. I
Because
don't
in
know.
reality, even 10 cents off a gallon, which I feel like is a pretty good discount, over 20 gallons, Tyler, is $2.
That adds up.
How many
Adds up
times
to what? 20 when you
Over the
fill up
years,
10
that
times.
So you fill up twice a month or once a month?
About twice, yeah.
So that's $4.
Mm-hmm.
So $4 a month times 12 is $48 a year.
Uh-huh.
Times 10 is $480 every 10 years.
Yeah, I've been driving for
Hey.
11.
You are saving 0.13 pennies a day over your lifetime.
That's pretty good.
That is not good at all.
That's better than saving 0.00 pennies.
That means it'll take you 9 days to save 1 penny.
Yeah. That's better than saving nothing.
I mean, I'll give you a 20 just to go to the closest gas
Do it.
station.
Do you want to? What was it?
38.
40. I will give you a $48 a year raise just so you can go to the gas station that's closest.
Think of the gas station.
$48 in 1 year.
You could literally donate plasma twice and you
And
need
hey,
20 some bucks.
he's
ahead.
he's not paying for gas the last 10 years of his life. He's in a home,
That's true. Yeah.
and he's not paying for gas the first 15 years of his life.
Yep.
So that's actually not even out of it.
So I've saved about $480 since I turned 16 and got my license.
But do you do that every single time? Save 10 cents? Sometimes you only save 2 cents.
I would say about 80% of the time.
Now, what I'm saying is, it is a very manly thing to be that attentive to your pocketbook and be that stubborn about gas prices.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to do that.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.